Well, welcome to the MPCA Cricket Show. Of course, we haven't been on for a fortnight because we've had a two-day game or two-day fixture across the competition. But round 3 has been done and dusted as we get ready for a one-day fixture this weekend. Of course, Melbourne Cup weekend. So there might be a lot of people down on the Mornington Peninsula having a long weekend. And they might watch some decent cricket too in the MPCA in round 4. My name is Dan Lonergan. We're here, of course, for the MPCA Cricket Show, which we'll have regularly throughout the season after every one-day game and also after every two-day game. We thank our major sponsors, Swiss Locker, also GameFace Vision, Greenie Brothers Brewery and Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. Our guests today are from one of the most prolific families on the peninsula when it comes to sport. And we're talking, of course, of the Jackson brothers, the Jackson 5. As you know, a cricket team's made up of 11 players. These 5 boys bleed Pines, of course, green and also red. And they make up about half of the Pines cricket team, which continues to perform well after losing the grand final last year, of course, in provincial, the top grade in the MPCA. They're going pretty well again, unbeaten so far after 2 completed games, 3 rounds all up early in the season. And I've got next to me Connor. I've got on my left with the lovely moustache and the beard in Liam. Welcome, boys. Good to have you with us.
Hey, Dan. Good to be here, mate.
Dan.
Now, guys, good start to the year. Happy with the way you're going?
Yeah, no, we're not going too bad at the moment. Won our first 2, a couple of tight games, but got over the line, so a good start to have.
What did you learn, Liam, from last year? I know you didn't play in that grand final, but does it still hurt?
Yeah, well, it hurt. It hurt. I was only watching, obviously, but it still hurt. I was very involved with all my brothers playing. It still hurts a little bit, so hopefully we can do one better this year.
Can I take you back, Connor, if you don't mind me talking about the war? You bowled them out for 170, which is a pretty good effort.
Yep, not bad.
What goes through your mind when those wickets are falling like they're falling?
You just kind of hope for the best, really. I was just going one by one and can't really do much, just sit there once you're out. And yeah, wasn't good, but I don't know, we'll bounce back, I suppose.
Do you go into survival mode? Is it like you just can't go out? Or do you try and attack, or you're just trying to say, I've just got to hang in here for a while?
Well, by the looks of it, we went survival mode and we didn't go to plan. Just a couple of wickets lost and just went from there, but we'll bounce back this year, I suppose.
Why do you think, Liam, you've become such a good side? A couple of years ago you came up from Peninsula. Straight away you become a powerhouse and a good side in provincial.
I think it's everyone's played together for a good couple of years now. And everyone's just gelling together and, you pick up a couple people to help out here and there. And then once it all starts working, it's all good, all start playing well. So, yeah.
And the 5 of you playing together, what's it like?
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, it didn't feel too different when we were out there because obviously, you play cricket growing up your whole life in the backyard and stuff, so...
You don't really notice too much, do you?
Is it different though when you're batting together and you're involved in a partnership having to save a game or a partnership in winning the game? Are you different in regard to your, I suppose, demeanour towards each other? Do you get a bit fired up if you feel that one of them, whether it be Paddy, whether it be Liam, Connor, or whether it be Declan or Lachlan, plays a bad shot? Can you go a little bit harder in getting stuck into them than you might to another teammate?
When we're batting, we're not. From my experience, it's not too bad. We just like a normal teammate. But Patrick tends to get a bit fired up with his bowling. Yeah, he gets a bit grumpy with his old age. But
I don't really bat too much, so I don't really know what you're talking about. Yeah, getting angry with everyone.
So you bat down the order line?
Yeah, I bat 11.
Right.
I think I'll be stuck there for a little bit.
Now, Rammer's not the captain, Ricky Ramstar. Yeah. He's still there though. Yeah. How big an influence is he on the club at the moment?
Yeah, he's a huge influence on us. Yeah, he's actually he's director of cricket right at the moment.
Right.
But he's still involved heaps. He still pushes us along well, means well, hard at it. So yeah, it's good to have him around the club. Competitive
individual, Liam, isn't he? As competitive as I am.
Very, very competitive. But he pushes everyone to be better, which I've always loved. And then everyone around him just wants to be better at what they do.
And how different a captain is Billy Humphries compared to Rammer?
Oh, they're a bit different.
Not as loud, one of them.
They're both pretty fiery though, so Billy can give you a good spray if we're not on the money. So they're a bit alike in that sense, which is good. But yeah, Billy's only had 2 games so far, and he's had a good start. So got us the win on the weekend. But yeah,
which was important. Now the Jackson boys have joined me, boys. As well as playing cricket together, you also run your own business. You're both carpenters, is that right?
Yes, we are.
How's that dynamic going?
Jackson Built Co. Yeah, we just started about a month ago.
Wow.
Working down.
Why did you decide to do that?
I don't know. Connor's a chippy, I'm a chippy, and we like being around each other sometimes. And we just thought, why not give it a crack? It's been good so far.
Has it been what you thought it would be? You got enough work? Is it competitive?
Plenty of work. It's not really competitive.
Isn't it?
Maybe when I'm a bit moody in the morning, I have to see Connor. It's a bit different. But
But in regard to other building companies, I mean, on the peninsula, do you? Have you had to find new clients? Does it help that you play a lot of sport? Does it help that the Jackson's a big name in sport in the community on the peninsula as well?
I suppose it was just word of mouth at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we just got some work, and now it's just building from there. It's been good.
Well, that's fantastic, boys. Let's have a look at what happened, of course, on the weekend in Provincial. We'll start with the Pines game. They played Old Peninsula. Your game ended up being 40 over a side. Is it because you didn't get on the previous week? Is that right?
Yeah, POB was pretty bad after all the rain, when all the rain hit that Friday.
Right.
that all new turf around the cricket pitch and just didn't drain well.
Yeah,
so.
just sat in the pitch.
Right.
So
Yeah, because everyone else got on, didn't they? It was incredible.
Yeah,
that's the one thing about synthetic, isn't it? I know that playing on turf's terrific, but that's the one good thing about synthetic, isn't it? That if you have a bad day Friday, it doesn't necessarily rule, weather-wise, doesn't necessarily rule you out for the Saturday, does it?
No, it doesn't. If the cricket pitch drains pretty well, like the ground, then you're normally going to get on.
Well, you got a 40 over a game competition. You guys do play the 40 overs really well. Not that you don't play the 80 overs as well, but Pines made 8 for 209, Ramsdale 45, Humphrey 32 not out, Jewis 32, and Grant took 4 for 32, and LeBroy must have batted well of 5 for 206. Probably Connor needed a bit more support, but he got 103, but got dropped just before he got his 100, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he batted extremely well. He smoked them everywhere. It was hard to stop, so credit to him. They got to 200 because of him. But, Jazzy Grant also made 48, I think.
Yeah. And Pat, your brother took 4 for 33, bowling well, is he?
Yeah, he's bowling all right.
You're not going to give him too much credit, boys, are you?
No, not too much.
No, of course not. Of course not. Now, of course, your parents are Steve and Kim. We'll give them a shout out. They're away and they are having a holiday.
Yeah.
Which they thoroughly deserve. They do so much for the Pines Football and Cricket Clubs. They're having a great time in Europe at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're in.
I think so.
They just left Ireland at the moment.
Wow.
I think Dad's had a few too many beers.
Sure he has.
Dad's been getting the Guinness down.
Loving it?
Yeah. They're always sending photos.
Great.
Making us jealous.
I've got family that live in Ireland because my father was from this beautiful part of the world, Ireland, England too. So I'm glad they're having a great time. They thoroughly deserve the break. Now, Dramana, who look like they're going to be hard to beat, coming up from Peninsula 8 for 297, very strong team. They beat Heather Hill 190. Bo Anthony at the top of the order 69. Sam Fowler 73. Big opening run partnership there. Kieran Vocal, who got 92 in the first game of the season, 28. And Jack Fowler made 22. Pereira 46 not out. Irving 27. So contributions everywhere. Heather Hill bowling, Eddie Hussain none for 62, Spencer 3 for 45, and Lenahan 3 for 51. In reply, tough for Heather Hill. They had a few guys get starts. Theobald got 33, Hussain made 27. The bowling for Dramana, Fowler 3 for 40, and Vervoost 1 for 23, and Zach Clan 2 for 31. They look pretty good, Dramana, don't they, boys?
Dramana looks strong, they've come up and made a good statement.
Going to be hard to beat?
Yeah, I reckon they'll be hard to beat. I mean, everyone's going to be hard to beat, but I reckon Dramana will go well.
Now, Langwarren took on Red Hill, and after being beaten by them in the semi-final last year, Langwarren were too good for Red Hill, 178. Red Hill have had a sluggish start to the year. The reigning premiers, 127. Jake Prosser made 88. Sam Prosser, his brother, 24 for Langy. For Red Hill, the bowling, Martin, 4 for 69. Dart, 4 for 16. Borthwick, 2 for 55. In reply for Red Hill, Garlick got 36, Hanneman 32, and Gordston, their English recruit, made 20. Smith 3 for 25. Travis Campbell 3 for 33 for Lang Warren. Expecting Lang Warren to be up there again, boys?
Yep, always tough to beat, always a good team.
What about Red Hill this year?
Yeah, we meant to play in the first game, but they got washed out, so haven't really seen them too much. But they'll always be good.
They're very good in the final, weren't they?
Yeah, very good.
Take us back, can you, to the incident with Simon Dart. Was it in the rules? Oh, technically it was in the rules.
Oh, I don't
But was it in the spirit of the game, Connor? And I don't mean to be, I know you just happen to be here and I'm asking the question. And Ramon will probably ring me up and then he'll probably punch me on the nose next time he sees me. G'day, big fella. But obviously it was in the rules because the umpire's given it out. But is it in the spirit of the game?
well.
The obstructing the field?
Well, the umpire gave it out. I'm not the umpire.
No.
So, yeah, that's all I want to say.
But how would you guys feel if you were given out like that?
Not happy, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes it tough, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a hard one to have an opinion on.
It is. If it is advantageous as you, though, it's fine.
Yeah,
a lot of ways.
yeah.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot, boys.
No, that's all right. That's
why
all
you're
good.
here for the MPCA Cricket Show, of course. Thanks to Sviz Locker, also our major sponsors, Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, Greeny's Brothers Brewery, what a great drop that is, and also GameFace Vision. If you want your cricket club, a game of your cricket club broadcast, and we're going down to Mount Eliza this week, you want it streamed, get in touch with the crew at GameFace Vision and they'll be more than happy to accommodate you. Now, Sorrento 200 beat Baden Powell 169. Wood 84, doing well at the bat this time for Sorrento. Musgrave 45. Baden Powell bowling. Long 4 for 60. Corbett 3 for 22. Batting for Baden Powell. Reselmy 4 for 44. Sorrento generally, guys, always thereabouts.
Yep.
Sorrento always are.
Yep, especially with Jake Wood.
Yeah.
Obviously with the bowling, but a big 80 from him.
When he chips in 84,
What sort of
handy.
batter is he? Is he a hitter?
Yeah.
So if he gets away, he can be very dangerous.
Yeah, if he gets to 20 quick, then he can get to 50 real quick.
Which is good.
It, yeah.
Now the ladder, Langwarren, Dramana Pines all on 30, separated by percentage. Sorrento and Heather Hill 18. Red Hill, Old Peninsula and Baden Powell all on 6 points. To round 4. And 8th place, Baden Powell take on Dramana, who are second. I'll get your selections, boys. Dramana probably the team to beat, even though the game is at Baden Powell.
Yeah, I'll go Dramana with that one, I think.
Red Hill 6th. What about you, Len?
I'm going to go Baden Powell.
Hey, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Be good to see some of those teams struggling a bit get up. Not that Dramana don't deserve to win. They're playing well. Red Hill playing Heather Hill at 6th against 5th. Both teams looking for a win. Red
Hill for me.
Yeah, I'll go Heather Hill.
Fair enough. You're going to be different, aren't you, no matter where they are on the ladder. Sorrento hosting Old Peninsula, yet to have a win. Old Peninsula won the title. They went back-to-back a couple of years ago. They're 7th and the Sorrento team 4th at the moment.
Yeah, I think I might go PAB.
Where's that one at?
Sorrento. Dave McFarlane Reserve.
I'm going to go Sorrento. Yep.
Pines and Langwarren, 3rd against 1st. The big game, obviously. What do you need to do to beat Langwarren, boys? It's always a testy contest. It's always a confrontational battle, isn't it?
Oh, we've got to do everything right. We've got to field well.
You have to bowl well. We haven't been bowling great.
Haven't you?
No, we've had a pretty rough start with the ball, I reckon.
What's been the area you need to work on there, Liam, do you think?
Probably taking wickets, holding some catches.
Yeah.
Have you been working on that at training?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Always are.
It's often bar match simulation, just the pressure. No matter what sort of standard it is, it can just...
It's always different game day once you get out there.
How important is it, though, to beat Langwarren? They're like the arch rivals, aren't they, in a lot of ways?
Yeah, it's always good to burst them. It's always a fiery game, but...
It's always good to have it over them.
No, I think...
And good to be in the new facilities? How good is it?
Yeah, awesome. Great. Awesome. Rooms are perfect on the balcony. It's a great view of watch the game, have a beer. They're really good.
Your mum did a lot, guys, didn't she, to help push them through? How proud are you of her with the efforts that she, and I know she doesn't like the praise much, but she's a school principal. She's involved in the cricket club. She's involved on the board of the MPCA.
Yeah. She's
president of the football club, and I wish she finds time for anything else.
Yeah.
Certainly for Steve, her husband, but obviously they've gone away, which is great. But she helped push that through, didn't she?
Yeah.
Played an enormous role.
Yeah. She couldn't be any more proud.
Yeah,
Really.
her and Jess Vigos had a big role in getting those rooms done, so they look amazing. So
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Now, into Peninsula. Mount Eliza. They passed Murdoch's target of 182 in the 63rd over. 4 for 184. Murdoch 182. Evan Wilson 39. Whincup 28. Higgins took 4 for 36 for the Mount Eliza side. Their batting was Jai Sakara 62. Googe made 35. And Luke Talbot, who we had on the team had on the show recently, was 28 not out. So Mount Eliza look all right, don't they? They were beaten in the granny last year, but they've made a pretty good start to this year, boys.
they're going to be good this year again.
Yeah, they look strong.
Josh Googe up top, great bat.
He is good. Rosebud thrashed Seaford Tigers, 229. Seaford Tigers 109 and none for 29. 2 years ago, they almost were going to come up. Seaford Tigers sort of gone backwards a bit, but Rosebud, who nearly had a mass exodus of players in the off-season, have got all those players staying after winning last year. They're looking pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, looking pretty good, Rosebud.
Yeah, well, Seaford lost like Mackenzie Gardner and they lost Luke Cransbuehler and stuff like that.
Yes, they did.
When they were up the top there.
I mean, if you lose key players, it does affect your
definitely.
depth, particularly if you're a smaller club, doesn't it?
100%.
Yeah, well, Liam Collett made 77, and for the Tigers, Brooking 4 for 55. The batting for the Tigers, Mountney 28 not out. Paddy Nagle took 4 for 51, having a great season for Rosebud, and Hicks 3 for 6. Mornington passed in the 58th over. Seaford's 152, 5 for 154 for Mornington. The old man, he happened to turn the clock back to his great days. He played one test for Australia in 2009. Bryce McGain, he's 52 years old. He took 5 for 61.
Wow.
And that was a great performance for Mornington. Mornington batting, Smith 45 not out. Seaford bowling, Herbert 2 for 46. And with Bryce McGain still bowling his leggies, I mean, okay, you get older, boys, don't you? But you don't lose your ability, do you? And the fact he's played an inordinate amount of cricket at a high level, a lot of experience, pretty good player to have playing in the comp.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, lucky we don't verse him.
Well, that's right. They look good, versing. That's become the new word, boys. It drives me mad. But
Versing.
I hate it. I hate it, but I've got used to it now. I just have to put up with it. I mean,
Playing?
Playing's all right.
Playing's better.
Playing, clashing, hosting, all those words. Anyway, I'm used to it now. I'm just old, boys, as you know. Long Island 7 for 271. They beat Somerville. Very high-scoring game. Great game of cricket. Somerville 8 for 270. Somerville batting. Barber made 61. McDonald 62. Harrison 58. Long Island bowling. Holland Birch 3 for 74. Long Island batting. McKenna 73. Holland Birch 42 not out. Somerville bowling. Debenham 4 for 58. Good high-scoring game. Long Island, not a bad side. Went down last year, boys, so they'll be thereabouts, won't they? And Summy, their batting's okay. Their bowling probably needs a bit of work, but that must have been an excellent game of cricket.
Yeah.
McKenna up top for Long Island, he should dominate this year, so...
And of course, Tommy Boxall's still playing a little bit as well. Very handy players, we know. Now, the ladder in the Peninsula, Mount Eliza 30, Mornington 30, Long Island 30 and Rosebud 30. All those teams undefeated. The rest yet to win. Somerville playing a bit better than that, though. Seaford Tigers, Murdoch and Seaford on 6 points. Round 4 this week. And our broadcast game, our streamed game, we're down at Mount Eliza. Mount Eliza first against Somerville 5th. Who wins, boys? Big game.
Oh, I'll go Mount Eliza in that one.
Yeah, I'll go Mount Eliza as well.
Yeah, Mount Eliza for me, but I think Somerville were pretty competitive.
Yep.
Rosebud 4th against Long Island 3rd. So the top 4 or 4 of the top 5 playing each other. This will be a great game.
Long Island for me, I reckon.
Is that at Rosebud?
It is.
Or Rosebud?
Murdoch 7th against Mornington 2nd.
Murdoch.
Murdoch as well.
You think so?
Yeah. I reckon they're a sneaky sniff.
Benny Williams.
And, well, this will be an interesting clash because they don't like each other. The rivalry will be on Tigers and Seaford. 6th against 8th out at Belvedere Reserve, the home of the Tigers.
I reckon I'm going to Seaford.
I'm going to go Tigers.
Yeah, I think the Tigers just might get the job done. Good on you, boys. You're disagreeing. I don't know what it's like when you work together. We're here for the MPCA Cricket Show. Thanks to Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, Swizz Locker. We've got to give our award for the best player of the round. That'll come up very soon, a pair of batting gloves. Now, if you are the winner every week, and boys, you might get the opportunity to have the best performance of the week. You only get your gloves if you turn up at our Dandenong office in Kitchen Road. You don't get the gloves, well, virtually are just held back. Yep. And then you're in contention for our Player of the Year. and that's an opportunity to get a cricket bat. What sort of cricket bat do you use, Connor?
I've got a New Balance at the moment.
Have you?
It's falling apart, so I'm probably due for a new stick.
Well, that's good. Who knows, mate? Put some good performances in, and you won't have to bother about spending nearly $700 or a bit more on a new bat.
For the high range, it's about 1,000, isn't it?
Is it really?
Yeah, I think they've gone up a bit.
Wow. What about you, Liam? I know you don't bat much.
I haven't bought a bat in a while. My bat cost me a couple $100, I think.
Did it? What have you got?
A grey Nichols. I don't know what type, but I don't use it that much. I use my brother's bat.
Right, I love the old grey Nichols. I remember I got a 4-scoop when I was 12 years old. I wasn't much of a cricketer, but my parents bought me a 4-scoop, and I was popular amongst the older kids. There's one kid in particular who's a very good player, and he said, Dan has got to play in this top age house match at school because I want to use his bat. He ended up making 50 with it. So in the end, I just used to let him have it and get it off him at the end of the day or whatever. So that was all right.
How'd you go with it?
No good, mate.
No good?
I wasn't much good, but he liked it, so
That's all right.
So that was all right. I should have probably rented it out to him. Now, let's have a look at District. Carrum Downs, 242. They pumped Baxter, who are really battling, have dropped down a couple of grades in recent years. 111. Abbott's 116 for Carrum Downs. The Baxter bowling, Satambi 5 for 74. And they're batting Dignan. That's Jai Dignan made 43. Carrum Downs bowling, Dinger took 5 for 31. Balnearing in a high-scoring game, 277 over Carrum, 257. Balnearing batting, Hannah 54, Wales 39, Ridgeway 4 for 60 and Foster. That's Corey Foster 3 for 57 for Carrum. While in the batting, one of the best players in the competition has been for many, many, many years, Sean Foster. He just keeps making runs, boys. Got 102 for Carrum. Not enough to get them over the line. Diatri got 58, and Balnearing bowling was Warburton took 4 for 34. But terrific player, Sean Foster.
Yeah, great player, Waxham.
Yeah, has been for him. But he's also pretty correct too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Connor, he's an excellent player. He's played a lot of good cricket for a long time. Flinders 168, far too good for Main Ridge, and a beautiful little ground. You ever been out there?
Of course, it's an awesome playing there.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. You sit up real high.
You do?
Yeah, it's nice, and you're right in the action.
Yeah, it's gorgeous,
it's
isn't
good.
it? Yeah, it's one of the best grounds. If not the best ground in the comp, I reckon, just for the fact that it hasn't changed much. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Main Ridge 114, struggling a bit, 1 for 54. They're batting. Fernando got 39. Bowling for Flinders, Cairns 5 for 28. Batting, Wilkinson 43 not out. Main Ridge bowling, Fernando 5 for 54. Had a pretty good match in a losing cause for Main Ridge. And Bonio won by 1 run over Crib Point, 7 for 140 by Crib Point, 139. They're out in the 58th over Cribby. And Bonio won on the 48th. Crib Point batting, Harrington 26. Bonio bowling, Stoney 4 for 41. And Bonio batting, Samson Stoney again after he's 4 for 41, made 60. And Crib Point, they, as I say, struggled, but got close in patches in that game. The ladder, Bonio 30, Flinders 30, and then Carrum Downs and Crib Point all in contention. Carrum and Carrum Downs on 18, Crib Point 10, Balnearing 10, Baxter and Main Ridge 6 points. Quick selections, Carrum Downs 4th, hosting Bonio 1st, who are a pretty good side.
Where Bonio?
Yeah, Bonio have done very well. They've come up, of course, from last year and making a good fist of it in district so far. Balnearing 6th against Crib Point 5th. 2 even sides.
I'll go Balnearing. Jackson Hannah game over the line, I reckon.
Okay.
Balnearing as well.
Balnearing for me. Baxter 7th against Main Ridge 8th. The bottom 2 sides. Someone will have a win.
I'll go Baxter, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, Main Ridge.
Yeah.
And it's at Baxter and Flinders 2nd, hosting Carrum 3rd. Should be a close game.
Go Carrum.
Yeah, Carrum for me too.
Yeah.
Sub-district round 3, YCW won a high-scoring game by 2 runs, 8 for 224. Rye, 222 all out. Rye batting, Ashworth 52, Sivarella 41, YCW bowling, Phyllis 5 for 92. The batting, Bedford 49 not out, and Edwards 49. The Rye bowling, Palagarouge 4 for 63. Ballon Park too good for Sky. Ballon Park 183, Sky 78. Ballon Park batting, Waller 56, Edra Singer 37. Sky bowling, Morrison 2 for 19. Sky batting, Durban 45. Ballon Park bowling, and the star here was Borthwick. 6 for 18. He was absolutely outstanding, and that actually wins. Took a couple of wickets in the second innings as well. That actually wins the award this week, which is the gloves. So Borthwick of the Ballon Park Cricket Club, he wins the gloves for the best performance of the round. He has to go into the head office at the moment, which is in Kitchen Road for GameFace in Dandenong South, to go and pick his gloves up. And then he's, of course, in contention to win the cricket bat later in the year. But anyone who takes 6 wickets, 6 for 18, boys, you'd like to do that every day of the week, wouldn't you, Liam?
It'd be nice.
Be nice?
Yeah.
What's your best figures been?
Oh, would have been when I was playing fourths or fifths back in the day with Dad.
Really?
Probably took 5 or 6. I can't remember.
What was it like? I played one game with my son, and I'm no good, but I loved every single minute of it.
Yeah.
What's it like playing with your dad for you?
I mean, it was fun back in the day playing with Dad and all his mates. And it really makes you love playing cricket and rocking up on Saturday and playing.
Mm.
It's always good fun playing with the older guys. It's good.
Were you ever involved in a partnership with him, with the bat?
I doubt it. I was probably out early.
Were you?
And then Dad went on and make runs, but definitely not.
I batted with my son, and I'd just, after every ball, I'd drive them all mad. I'd come down and have a chat to him. If you can imagine, boys, couldn't you?
Yeah.
What do you want, Dad? What do you want? What do you want? So, all right, mate, just keep going, keep going. Just want to have a chat, mate. Just, I was pumped up. I was no good.
Yeah.
And he's not a big hitter either, so we were never going to get the runs. But it's just terrific fun. The adrenaline just pumps.
Good memories as well.
Yeah, it is. It is great memories. You're right, Liam. Absolutely. If anyone's considering doing that, make sure you do. So that was a very good performance, as I said, by the Ballon Park cricket team. So well done to Borthwick to win that award. Now, Tyre 6 for 186 beat Delicon Park 98 and 6 for 89. Tyre bowling, Hose 5 for 13. Dallin Park batting, they're battling a little bit since they came down in first innings. Daffy 38, second dig for Dallin Park. McDonald got 23. Tyre bowling in the second innings. Ravindu 2 for 2. Tyre batting, Reagan made 61 not out. And Tutkaruk 9 for 197. Big win over Mount Martha, the finalist in sub-district last year, 133. Tutkaruk batting, French 72. Mount Martha bowling, Mount 3 for 25. Mount Martha batting, Mount made 58. So an all-round performance from Harry Mount. Tutkaruk bowling, Matty Whelan, who's a star, and he's played a lot of good cricket over the years, 5 for 27. The sub-district ladder, Tyre on top on 30, Ballon Park 26, YCW 18, Tutkaruk 18, Sky 18, Delicon Park 18, then Mount Martha 12 and Rye 12. So pretty tight because Mount Martha and Rye, two pretty good teams, especially from last year. Sub-district round 4, third YCW hosting Mount Martha 7th.
I might go YC in that one.
Mount Martha.
Yeah, Mount Martha for me. Should be tight, though.
Yeah.
Sky 5th against Tutkaruk 4th.
Tutkaruk.
Yeah, the Froggies for me. And Rye 8th against Tyab 1st. Tyab for me.
Yeah, Tyab.
Rye.
And Delicon Park and Ballon Park, the two parks. 6th against 2nd Delicon Park hosting.
We'll go Delicon. Yeah.
Delicon. Well, that's just about it, boys. Thanks so much for joining us on the MPCA Cricket Show for Swiss Locker, Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, Breeny's Brothers Brewery. I don't know whether you've actually tasted that drop yet, but I think most of the clubs are getting it. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get onto that. I haven't had one yet.
Haven't had one either.
Very, very nice. The stout's good. The lager's very nice. The draft, I've had a crack at all. Even the Queensland Bitter, which is the mid-strength, is quite nice. So, I had one of the brothers come up and have a chat to me at the match we did recently, the Dramana game, and very, very nice drop. So, I'll be getting onto that a bit more myself as well. And, of course, GameFace Vision. So, if you want your game televised or obviously put up on the various social media pages or streamed, make sure you get in touch with the GameFace team. We'd love to do it. We are doing a game this week, as I mentioned earlier, a game in the Peninsula competition between Mount Eliza and also Somerville. Now, are you a 2-day fan or a 1-day fan, Connor? Because obviously with COVID, the competition has changed a bit. We had a couple of years there it was 1 days, and it seemed to suit players a lot more, didn't it?
Well, I'm more of a 2-day kind of player. I like to take my time a bit more, but some people love the 1-day comp for that year. Yeah, I don't mind each way.
What about you, Liam?
2-day cricket.
Are you?
After 2 balls of white ball stop swinging and it goes soft, and then red ball it stays harder for a bit.
Do you understand, though, why people are keener on the 1-day? Because maybe
you're not standing out
they
in
don't
the
have
field.
the commitment, they don't have the time anymore.
Yeah, we're standing out in the field for a long time in 2-day.
Yeah.
And it does get quite, I hate to say it, boring sometimes, especially towards the end when you're all tired. But, yeah, I can see why.
Just think of the players at the top level. They could be out there for 2.5 days.
Yeah.
To keep up their enthusiasm. Then again, they are massive money boys, aren't they?
They are.
Yes,
They are.
like you guys will be with your business. Good luck with your business. Jackson Bilko, of course, both Connor and Liam have just set up their carpentry business, going absolutely fantastic. How do we get in touch? You on social medias, your mobile phones?
Instagram, Jackson Bilko.
Correct.
Yep. Give it a like.
Good on you, boys. We'll do that. Thanks so much for joining us. Great to have Connor. Great to have Liam Jackson, part of the Jackson 5, the second most famous, might even be the most famous Jackson 5, of course. Remember the rock band back in the 1970s? You guys wouldn't. I just do. That's why I'm so old, being 55 years old. But it's great to have the boys in here today to have a chat about cricket and the Pines Cricket Club, who are going really, really well, equal top in the provincial competition. Good luck on the weekend. Good luck for the rest of the season. And thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you for more MPCA this weekend. And, of course, we'll be down at Mount Eliza as they take on Somerville in the Peninsula competition. And we thank, of course, Aranda and Ashadi for all their very hard work. Without them, I'd be nothing. Thanks very much. Well, it's always fantastic when local businesses jump on board to support what GameFace is trying to do, which is, of course, promote local sport on the peninsula. And we've been very successful in doing that over the last few years, whether it be streaming cricket games or football games for local competitions, especially the MPCA and the MPFNL, and of course going out and shooting matches as well, even without the commentary. But we've got a lot of terrific sponsors, and we've got a new one that's just joined us. He was doing some work at Glenn Carter, our boss's place, the other day, and Glenn is, in a very nice way, being typical, Glenn has put the hard word in. He's put new lights in Glenn's tennis courts. I've been told absolutely fantastic. I'm talking of Dylan, who's got an electrical company with one of the great names I've ever heard when it comes to companies, called Blackout. And Dylan's been good enough to join me. He's jumped on board to become a sponsor for our cricket and football coverage. Dylan, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having us, Dan. Cheers.
Why have you decided to become a sponsor?
Oh, just to support the local community, really. I've been heavily involved with the MPFNL for a number of years now, and just thought it was time to give back and see how we go from there.
So if people need to get in touch with you, Dylan, what do you specialise in?
Domestic commercial installations, renovations, extensions, do a little bit of CCTV and air conditioner installations as well. We help out with that as well.
Excellent. And predominantly around the Mornington
Predominantly around the Mornington Peninsula as well. We do travel a little bit, but obviously try to stick as close to home as we can. Well,
it's great to catch up with you, Dylan. Wonderful that you've jumped on board. We've got a new electrical company joined us as one of our sponsors for our streaming of live sport for GameFace this year, whether it be cricket or football. And the company is Blackout, based in Langwarrin. Dylan's a mad keen Langwarrin supporter when it comes to the footy, so he'll be getting behind the Langwarrin Roos when the footy season gets underway. But he's also going to be supporting us in all the cricket and football streams over the next 12 months or so. Great to meet you, Dylan, and welcome aboard, mate.
Thanks for having us.
Good on you.
Cheers, mate. Ta.